Are you planning to do any Japanese RPG videos? In short, no. I don't do RPGs at all. I did one on my Wonder Swan, and it was an entirely pointless video because all the text was in Japanese and I didn't understand it. No, I don't do RPGs at all. The only one I've ever played was, what's it called? Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Played that on my PC before I blew my graphics card up. And I found it enjoyable for a little while, but I wouldn't ever play another one again, because ultimately I got bored. And the Japanese ones, I look at them, it's like, they just don't interest me. I want to run around with a whopping great big gun and kill people, or drive a car very fast and crash into things. That's my thing. I don't do roleplay at all. If you could make any kind of game, which genre would it be and why? Okay, well my favourites are driving games and first-person shoot-'em-ups. So I suppose what I would make, and this is going to contradict myself now, I would make something that combined shooting and driving, and so that would be Grand Theft Auto, only I would make it where the people walking around are more interactive, like they are in Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Except they would have to speak obscenities and such like as well. That's what I would like. Oblivion cross with Grand Theft Auto. More AI in the people walking around, because it's a very lonely place walking around that city. I've spent hours when I'm up in the middle of the night and Andrea's asleep, and I haven't been doing that recently because I'm up in the day these days, but in the past I would be on there walking around the city and wanting someone to talk to, and here are all these people, and it sounds really sad and lonely playing a video game when you want someone to talk to, but there it is. You know, go up to all these people and they're just like, oh, get out of the way, watch where you're going. I want them to talk to me. Then I'll shoot them. Yeah, that's the kind of game I'd make. What kind of music do I listen to? There is a whopping great big list on the front page of my channel that lists them all, but I'm going to list them here. I'm not going to read them out because it'll take too long, but I listen to all of this. I'm imagining the words scrolling up now. Can you see it? I hope you can, because I can't. There, I listen to all of that. And just in case that didn't work, my favourite is David Bowie by a long, 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 long way. But I'm also really into this band called Fortet. And Sigur Rós, though I've not got much of their stuff, they've got this one song that I can't pronounce the name of that really, really blows me away. It's just so utterly fantastic. And Nine Inch Nails, because they just kick ass. What's my preferred type of TV program? History documentaries. And when it's not history documentaries, then I'm really starting to like this slightly sci-fi-ish kind of drama that's coming in from America at the moment. In fact, no, it's not that. It is that America has cottoned on to an English kind of program. And I'm talking about Wire in the Blood. And they're taking this one particular aspect of it and sticking it in all of their programs. Have you ever watched Wire in the Blood? And you've got this slightly nerdy, slightly geeky, he's probably got Asperger's guy. He's a genius, but he's an oddball and he doesn't quite fit in and he really needs someone to look after him. And that was very successful and probably one of the best TV programs ever made, drama-wise. And now the Americans have taken this, and you've got programs like House and Fringe and Lie to Me, and they're all fantastic, and they're all completely, and The Mentalist. They're stealing the whole Wire in the Blood idea wholesale, and then just rejigging it a little bit. And I really like them. They're not as good as Wire in the Blood, because let's face it, we just do things better with our TV. Sorry the rest of you. My favourite gaming moment? It's when you shoot all three of the Galaxians in the right order when they're coming down. You know, you've got the top big one, you know, the high value one, and the two little ones with it as well. And you've got to shoot the two little ones first, and then shoot the yellow one, the big one, and you get them in the right order. Yes, that's it. That would have to be it. That's probably completely ridiculous. I'm sure there are other moments that I find far more like, wow. One that does come to mind is when the dogs jump through the windows in Resident Evil. That does stick in my mind because it's the only time a video game has ever made me jump, and it's not one of my favourite games by any means, but that is a moment that sticks in my mind. And that's cliche because everyone says that. If you could pick one game, which do you think would make the most successful movie? Grand Theft Auto. And probably Grand Theft Auto 4, the most recent one, just because he's got a really fun character, and he should be played by Tim Roth. Yes. Did you see Tim Roth in, is it called Armageddon? You know, the one with all the comets striking, meteor strike, what's his name, and mental block now. Whenever I try to remember the name of movie stars, I can't. You know, guy, bloke, bald, great thing, Die Hard, him, that film. So there's Tim Roth. I don't know how I managed to remember his name because I can. Bruce Willis. I don't know how I managed to remember Tim Roth's name because I usually can't. But anyway, yes, he played a Russian. He was on the space station and he was fantastic. So he should play the guy in Grand Theft Auto because he'd be really cool. Yeah. Is that all? I thought there were more. PhatPhunk. Is there any console out there that you still don't own? Lots of them. And there are loads of others. There's a whole load of consoles that were released in Japan and America that I don't have. Some of them I'll probably find it easier to get the Japanese ones than I will the American ones, because there is a store, an internet store in the UK, and I can't remember what it's called, but it starts with a G, and it's in the back of this magazine. Genki. That's weird. Yeah, GenkiVideoGames.com, and they do some really cool stuff. Japanese, they send someone over there, or they go over there, or whatever, and they buy loads of second-hand Japanese consoles, and they bring them all back over with them and sell them. So that makes things like that easier to get than the American stuff. Atari 5200, never seen one. Polyastroarcade, never seen one. They just don't appear over here. No one seems to ship them over. There are no grey importers, so don't expect to ever get one. Okay, I've missed a couple of questions here, so I'm going to go back to them. Xfile 2708 asked, what is your favourite takeaway food? Yes. Thai food, specifically Thai green curry. I absolutely love that. The best Thai green curry I ever had was in a restaurant in York, and it wasn't a takeaway. It was a place called the Eagle Eye Lounge, which I believe has closed now. Absolutely fantastic. I had to wait ages because they forgot my order. So Andrea was sitting there tucking into her meal, and I can't remember what she had, and they'd forgotten mine. So I waited ages, and well over an hour, and then finally, they realised and gave me this massive, great big bowl, and it was fantastic. It was the most gorgeous meal I'd ever had. But there's a takeaway around here somewhere that does Thai, and I got one of those delivered. And the thing with Thai green curry is you never quite know what they're going to put in it. There is no set recipe. There are certain herbs and spices and ingredients that they do always put in, but there could be any number of other things, and this particular time they put aubergine in it. Eggplant, I believe you call it in America. I just sat there poking at it thinking, why is there a rotting corpse in my curry? I was really quite, I won't say upset, very disappointed, yeah. But when it's done right, Thai green curry, absolutely love it. Okay, Dino the Legend 87, can you ask my wife some questions? Yes, we'll be doing a video later tonight when she gets back from work, so she will be putting in an appearance, and it will be her first, so you lot better be nice to her or you'll face the wrath of me. Never mind Khan and your Star Trek films, me.